Welcome inside our Citrus TV studios. We're coming to you live for Orange Press Pass, recapping Syracuse and Harvard, and we'll get to Syracuse and North Carolina basketball a little bit later. But it's Rahil Jaswell and Ryan Croak next to me. I'm AJ Myers. And gentlemen, that was some lacrosse game we had there. A little bit of snow, and it didn't go the way of Syracuse. You know Fran Brown hates to lose, so much so that he may skip a shower. Here's what the coach had to say immediately following the loss to Tennessee. Certainly, and with Shai Hawkins, that's a player Coach Jack has been really high praised of, but these are big shoes. This is tournament basketball. This isn't your, run-of-the-mill ACC game.
Refreshed, revamped, rejuvenated. No matter how you spin it, Adrian Autry's group feels different this season. Whether it is the arrival of Kyan Anthony, maybe it's big man William Kyle, or a healthy Donnie Freeman. All I know is that snow is on the ground and basketball is in the dome. Now the Cuse heads to the city of brotherly love to get in the rink with Drexel, hoping to continue its strong start to the season. From kills to new faces, Cuse Countdown is here to break it all down, and it starts right now.
Welcome into our Citrus TV studios. AJ Myers joined alongside Ben Chadwick and Milo Hoffman. Basketball season is back in Syracuse. That's exciting, and Syracuse is going down to Philadelphia, a great city, I might add, and I might be adding that throughout tonight's show. But it's Syracuse and Drexel Saturday afternoon in Philly. Guys, how excited are we for basketball season?
So excited, especially after watching the entire football season. I don't think I've ever been more excited for Syracuse basketball.
Well, guys, you mentioned a lot of players on the SU roster there, but did not mention Layla Filia. And when Layla Filia came over to the Salt City, the hope was that the point guard would assert her scoring prowess in Coach Jack's offense. At times, that has been the case, like a career-high 38 points against Virginia, or when she was racking up close to the 20-point mark. Yet the player has only averaged 14 points a game this season. The issue for Filia is the shooting, at times throwing up numbers well below 40%. And when Filia does not have the ball falling through the net, the Orange are not scoring a win in the win column. These games were either blowout defeats or, like against North Carolina, Syracuse just needed a little more offensive juice to get over the line. Especially with no Dominique Darius, Filia must be at her best. Of course, it's not just individuals deciding the result. Team play as a whole is pivotal for any outcome. And for how these teams stack up on the defensive end, we swing it back over to Alex and Dan. All right, without further ado, let's see how this one unfolded. Syracuse back in Storrs, Connecticut, where they were 2 years ago. They seem to love to play out there in Connecticut. In that first quarter, Layla Filia got the Orange offense going early on from beyond the arc. The Orange did shoot the three ball great, but they did it enough. Going to that second quarter, we knew for the Cyclones it would be all about Audie Crooks. She had a brilliant game once again. She's been excellent all season long. But Syracuse, they had some punch of their own. Uche Azoje nailing the jumper there to level the score at 18. And then Alex, late in the second quarter, Olivia Schmidt just took over.
Yeah, out of completely nowhere. 5 of 6 from deep in the first half. Her best quarter of basketball probably ever played, and it was because of her that the Orange built a big lead by the half.
Yeah, Schmidt's setting career highs across the board. She came nowhere close to a performance like that in the regular season, delivering in the postseason. That's what you need. Syracuse had 41-26 at the end of the second quarter. Skip ahead to the third. Dan, this is where Iowa State started to build some momentum.
And it was really because of Audie Crooks. How could you not talk about her? 37 points. She had more than half of the scores for this Iowa State team.
It was the big reason why the Cyclones made this game close, but late third quarter, Layla Filia really started to take command. We've seen this throughout the regular season. When she gets going, this whole team kind of rolls behind her, but everyone for Iowa State was rolling behind Audie Crooks. She was doing everything, getting her own misses, put back, gets it to lay in, and Alex, a lot of Syracuse fans were biting their nails at this point.
Yeah, because this game went from Syracuse being in complete control to being just a couple of possessions separating them in a matter of moments.
They got Olivia Schmidt in the second quarter. It was Sophie Burrows in the fourth, Dan.
It certainly was. 0 for 6 from 3 the entire game, then hits these 2 clutch ones for the Orange.
You're going to see that play a little bit later on. It would decide the outcome for this one. Syracuse gets a big first-round W over Iowa State, 72-63. And, I mean, that Audie Crooks stat line was excellent. you feel bad for her. She deserves a long tournament with how she played today, but the Orange, they got big performances. Uche Zoje, another classic performance from her. I'm going to break the deadlock. I'm going to go with Dan, unfortunately. I don't think the Orange can pull this one out. I have a 79-71. The Cyclones get the win. Join us, 9:30, the three of us plus Milo Hoffman on Orange Press Pass. We'll recap this entire game. Thanks for watching, everybody.